Welcome, racing fans, to Motorsports Radio for this Thursday, July 28th. Home of Motorsports Talk, and this is the Thursday edition, channel MR5. 3 NASCAR races last weekend, and 1 Formula 1 race, starting last Wednesday with the midweek motorcade at Roseburg, Ohio's Eldora Speedway with the Eldora Dirt Derby, won by Kyle Larson in the 42 Chevrolet. That was last week's Camping World Truck Series event. Saturday and Sunday's action at Indianapolis, Xfinity Series and Sprint Cup Series, and of course everybody knows the deal with Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch wins the Lilly Diabetes 250 and the Brickyard 400, both with the 18 Toyota. And Formula 1 Hungarian Grand Prix winner was Lewis Hamilton. So this evening's program, driver standings, racing news, the racing schedule, and this week it's the history of the number 18. So we'll get right to it with the driver standings, starting with the Sprint Cup Series. Kevin Harvick still in first place with the number 4 car, 671 points, although the number 4 team did get popped with a P3 penalty. The news came out today for a lug nut issue. We'll get into that in a moment. Brad Keselowski in second place with the number 2 car, Kurt Busch in third. Fourth, it's Joey Logano. Kyle Busch in fifth place. Carl Edwards in sixth place. Martin Truex Jr. is in seventh. Eighth place is Jimmy Johnson. Ninth is Matt Kenseth. Denny Hamlin in 10th with the 11 Toyota with 542 points. From 11th through 15th place in order, it is Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman, Jay McMurray, and Kyle Larson. From 16th through 20th in order, Casey Kane, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Trevor Bayne, Ryan Blaney, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Then from 21st through 25th, it's A.J. Allmendinger, Greg Biffle, Paul Menard, Danica Patrick, and Eric Almirola. Manufacturer standings for the Sprint Cup Series: Toyota in first place for 832 points, Chevrolet in second with 800. Third place is Ford with 759. For the next car Xfinity Series driver standings, first place Daniel Suarez, the 19 car, 608 points. Second place it's Elliott Sadler. Third place Ty Dillon with the number 3 car, 558 points. Justin Allgaier in fourth, and Eric Jones in fifth. Sixth place is Brendan Jones in seventh, and Brendan Poole in eighth. Darrell Wallace Jr. in ninth place. 10th place it's Ryan Reed, the 16 car, 433 points. From 11th through 15th place in order, it's Ryan Siege, Blake Koch, Ross Chastain, Jeremy Clements, and Dakota Armstrong. 16th through 20th place is J.J. Yeley, Garrett Smithley, Ryan Preece, Jeb Burton, and Ray Black Jr. 21st to 25th place in order, B.J. McLeod, Joey Gase, Justin Marks, Alex Bowman, and Mario Gosselin. Manufacturer standings for the Xfinity Series: Toyota in first place, 757 points. Chevrolet in second with 722. Ford in third with 649. Fourth place it's Dodge with 169 points. Alright, that brings us to the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, which is also racing this weekend. They're racing in the afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and then Xfinity Series on Saturday evening. We'll get into the schedule in a moment. Driver standings for the Camping World Truck Series: first place William Byron, the number 9 truck, 282 points. Matt Crafton in second place with the 88 machine. Daniel Hemrick in third. Johnny Sutter in fourth place. Fifth place is Timothy Peters, 17 truck, 252 points. Sixth place it is Christopher Bell. Tyler Reddick in seventh. John Hunter Nemechek in eighth. Ben Kennedy in ninth place with the 33 machine, 225 points. Cameron Haley is in 10th place with the 13 machine with 220 points. From 11th through 15th place in order, it is Cole Custer, Ben Rhodes, Spencer Gallagher, Rico Abreu, and Tyler Young. 16th through 20th place is Austin Wayne Self, who the 22 team got popped with a penalty too. They got a warning. We'll get to that in a moment. 17th is Ryan Truex. 18th, 19th, and 20th is Parker Kilgerman. Brandon Brown, and Travis Voppel. 21st to 25th place in order, John West Townley, Jordan Anderson, German Koyoga Jr., Austin Hill, and 25th, it's Matt Tift. Manufacturer standings for the Camping World Truck Series. In first place, can anyone take a guess? Yes, you said it, Toyota, 398 points. Toyota is just laying down the law this year, my goodness. Chevrolet in second place, 357 points. Fourth place in third with 325. Fourth place, it's Ram with 8. What's going on with Chrysler? I don't know. I'm not staring it out. I'm just asking a question. IndyCar driver standings. We'll just do the top 10 just to save time. First place is Simon Pagenaud. Second place, Will Powers. Helio Castro Neves in third. Scott Dixon in fourth. Joseph Newgarden in fifth. Tony Kanaan in 6th, Alexander Rossi in 7th place. 8th place, it's James Hinchcliffe. Charlie Kimball in 9th. 10th place, it's Carlos Munoz. And for Formula 1, first place, Lewis Hamilton. Teammate Nico Rosberg in 2nd. Daniel Ricciardo in 3rd. Kimi Räikkönen in 4th. 5th, it's Sebastian Vettel. Max Verstappen in 6th. 7th, it's Valtteri Bottas. Sergio Perez in 8th. Felipe Massa in 9th, and 10th place is Carlos Sainz Jr. He's with 30 points. Very good. So now, ladies and gentlemen, a little thing we're doing here at Motorsports Radio, the history of the numbers. No, this is not Sesame Street. We ain't teaching you how to count, but we're going to talk about the history of the number 18. Last week, Kyle Busch makes news, bringing the 18 car from the pole to the finish line twice. Saturday's Xfinity Series and Sunday's NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, the Brickyard 400. And as for the Sprint Cup Series, who else has driven that number 18? 1940. Now, I don't have all the drivers, but here's just some, okay? And eventually I'm going to have a little comment box at Community Radio so you can add some comments and stuff, but I'm working on it. As for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, 1949, NASCAR Strictly Stock Series, John Wright, Chuck Mahoney, Charles Todwell, Herbert Burns, Wally Campbell, and Jack White. Bobby Labonte drives the 18 from 1985 to 2005, 20 years, 375 races, 21 wins, which is about what? That's a win per year, plus one of those years would have 2 wins, right? To me, if that makes sense. Bobby Labonte led 3,898 laps, raced in a total of 107,683. Dale Jarrett drives for the 113 races, 1992 to 1994. 2 wins, 19 top 5s, 37 top 10s, led 421 laps, and raced in 30,933 total laps. Some other number 18 drivers include J.J. Yelly, Greg Sachs, Ned Setzer, Donnie Allison, Bill Stammer, Don Satterfield, Pete Stewart, Fritz Wilson, Rick Hendricks, Ron Hornaday. Kyle Busch takes over the 18 machine in 2008. Some other drivers have filled in for Kyle Busch: Michael McDowell, Matt Crafton, Eric Jones, and David Reagan. So number 18 stats: 1,342 races, 57 wins, 258 top 5s, 465 top 10s, 829 top 20s, 43 poles, total laps 318,916, and total laps led 14,972. That's from October 2nd, 1949 through July 24th, 2016, which would have been last Sunday's Brickyard 400. So there it is, Motorsports Radio's History of the Numbers, History of the Number 18. So let's go into a penalty update, and we got power rankings. Okay, top 20 in the power rankings. Top 20 NASCAR drivers is in terms of merchandise sales, so have a little fun with that. and then we'll round it off with the racing schedule for this weekend, the Thursday edition. We take care of all our business on Monday, so on Thursday we kind of BS a little bit. Okay, Kevin Harvick's number 14 was issued a P3 penalty. Here it is: violation of Section 12.1, Section 10.11.3.4 for improperly installed lug nuts. Crew Chief Ronnie Childers has been fined $20,000 and is suspended for one race. That would be this upcoming weekend at Pocono. Other penalties issued to the number 5 team: first warning for failing a laser inspection, number 5, driven by Casey Kane. Also, 27 team got their third warning, driver Paul Menard, and the 83 team got their fourth warning, 83, driven by Matt DiBenedetto. Written warnings were also issued to some other teams. Let's see, it was the 41 team, driven by Kurt Busch. The 43, Eric Almirola, both received their second warnings for failing template inspections during pre-qualifying inspection. Now that was the Sprint Cup Series. So for Camping World Truck Series, the number 22 team, Austin Wayne Self, the driver, the 22 team, had received their third warning on opening day inspection for the Eldora Dirt Derby for truck trailing arms failing to meet specifications. And that is the penalty update for this week. Exciting, isn't it? I think so. Oh, so we got some stuff and some big news for next year. We're going to get right to it. So here we go. Here's the latest power rankings, 1 through 20. Okay, 1 being the top, 20 being the bottom. 1 through 5. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Kurt Busch. 6 through 10. Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards, Jimmy Johnson, Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin. 11 through 15th, it's Chase Elliott, Tony Stewart, Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson, Ryan Newman. Then 16 through 20, Jamie McMurray, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Casey Kane, Trevor Bayne, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Alright, got that. And for merchandise, top 10 NASCAR drivers, merchandise sales, shirts and hats and stuff. I got my NASCAR hat that I bought. I got 2 actually. One I wear because I go walking at night at the park. It has the NASCAR logo on it, and it has the American flag on the underneath on the bill part. And it looks really cool. I really like it because I live in New York, right, Long Island. Everyone has a Met hat or Yankee hat. Okay. I'm the only one in New York that has the NASCAR hat, I think. So there you go. I'm mixing it up a little bit. Top 10 NASCAR drivers in terms of merchandise sales. Source, USA Today. From 1st through 5th, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, and Kevin Harvick. 6th through 10th, Tony Stewart, Danica Patrick, Carl Edwards, Brad Keselowski, and Casey Kane. 11th through 15th, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, Truex Jr., Kurt Busch. And then from 16th through 20th place, it's Kyle Larson, Ryan Newman, Austin Dillon, Ryan Blaney, and Jamie McMurray. So Kyle Busch makes history at Indy last weekend. It all started on Saturday, winning heat number 1, 2 heat races prior to the main event. Wins the main event, and then on Saturday goes to win which was the Xfinity Series race, but then on Sunday goes to win the Brickyard 400. Kyle Busch pole sitter for both Saturday Xfinity Series and Sunday Sprint Cup Series race. Kyle Busch says, quote, "The Skittles Camry was awesome. It was so fast and able to get out front and stay out front. Not even some of my teammates could challenge us. We were so hooked up. It was on the rails. It was fun to come out here and have such a dominant piece at Indy. They don't come along very often." Sunday's race was Kyle Busch's 38th NASCAR Sprint Cup Series career win. Alright, time change. Here's the big news for 2017. The schedule, it's out, I think. It is out, I gotta find it. But, that reminds me. February 27th is the Daytona 500. I almost forgot about that. Let me see if we got it here. I gotta look for it. But yes, I think it's the 27th, which is the Daytona 500. Alright, I gotta look for it. Yeah, I think it's the 27th or the 26th this year, Daytona 500. And of course, the week before, You got the Can-Am Dual, the Sprint Unlimited, Can-Am Dual,